eating these forever, and I love these so much. My mom does too. I know that Daniel loves peanut butter. I'm still gonna label this. You always wanna be conscious if someone has a nut allergy.
Gordon Ramsay, the fiery chef known for his sharp tongue and unfiltered opinions, has once again found himself in the spotlight. But this time, it's not because of his usual kitchen antics. This time, Ramsay is setting his sights on none other than Meghan Markle's cooking show, which has caused a whirlwind of controversy. Is it a case of professional rivalry? Or is there something much deeper going on here? Let's dive into the drama, shall we?
You know, I gotta tell you, I learn a lot. You know, I learned how to open a pretzel bag and I learned how to put it in a plastic bag. And oh my goodness, the biggest skill of all, I learned how to tie a ribbon and label those bags.
Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex turned media mogul, shocked the world when she announced her foray into the cooking show world with archetypes and a food-themed special. In a surprising move, Meghan used the platform to showcase what she called home-cooked recipes and share intimate stories of her life. Sounds wholesome, right? Well, not everyone sees it that way. Gordon Ramsay, known for his perfectionist ways and no-nonsense attitude in the kitchen, is not exactly thrilled by what Meghan is serving up. In fact, he's taken direct shots at her cooking credibility, calling her efforts fake and unrealistic.
The way I've been kind of describing it is, you know, if you attend a stand-up comedy show, and then there's a joke which is just so bad, and it falls completely flat, and it bombs so spectacularly that you cannot help but laugh, and so it's unintentionally funny.
Now, this isn't just a harmless celebrity spat. No, this has turned into a full-fledged culinary battle of the titans. Ramsay, who's built an empire on his cooking prowess, isn't the type to sit back quietly when someone from outside the culinary world claims to know their way around the kitchen. But what exactly did Ramsay say to stir the pot? And why is it causing such a stir in the media? Let's break it down. First off, it's important to understand the context of Meghan's cooking special. In an effort to connect with her audience, Meghan Markle showcased her simple cooking skills, featuring recipes she claims are perfect for busy families. The problem? Many fans quickly pointed out that these easy-to-make meals seemed a bit too good to be true. One Twitter user even remarked, "If Meghan Markle's cooking show is simple, I'm Gordon Ramsay."
That's what I thought of this show. I don't want to call it a cooking show. It is a lifestyle show. I think it's not relatable in any sense of the word. It is, I would call it more aspirational more than anything. But it shows Meghan exactly for who she is. And this almost kind of, you know, not a person that hasn't got a single genuine bone in her body, or at least doesn't want to express.
The critiques didn't stop there. The problem with Meghan's show, according to some viewers, was that it didn't portray cooking in a realistic light. One of her most memorable segments featured a seemingly elaborate recipe that required rare ingredients, specialised kitchen tools, and a level of expertise that most home cooks don't have. Fans and critics alike quickly took to social media to label it as fake cooking, a far cry from the simple, accessible cooking style that Meghan promised.
The parts that she is showing, she's showing that she's this kind of pedantic person that likes everything done in a certain way and that likes to quote unquote elevate everything. That's the big buzzword of the series. You know, what we learned from the series is she loves chopping. You know, one of the big recipes, quote unquote, a rainbow fruit platter. How lovely. And I mean, that girl loves the crudité tray.
Enter Gordon Ramsay, whose blunt commentary is legendary. Ramsay, who has spent decades teaching aspiring chefs how to succeed under pressure, didn't hold back when asked about Meghan's cooking show. In a recent interview, Ramsay didn't mince words. He described Meghan's cooking as a joke, and went on to criticise her show for misrepresenting what it takes to cook at home. "It's a fairy tale, not a cooking show," Ramsay quipped. He argued that Meghan's recipe choices, while beautiful on paper, would likely result in disaster for the average viewer trying to replicate them. Ramsay's comments immediately sparked a social media storm. Fans of both the chef and the Duchess were split, with some agreeing with Ramsay's take and others defending Meghan's efforts. It's hard to ignore the drama that has unfolded since Ramsay's comments went public. What started as a critique of Meghan's cooking style has escalated into a full-blown media frenzy. The conversation on social media has been buzzing with takes, memes, and passionate defenses of both celebrities. But, as the saying goes, there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? Let's take a deeper look at why this situation is so much more than just a difference of opinion between two famous figures. One of the biggest reasons Gordon Ramsay's comments have captured so much attention is because of his track record in the culinary world. This is a man who's not only won multiple Michelin stars, but has also built an empire with his restaurants, television shows, and cookbooks. For someone of Ramsay's caliber to call Meghan Markle's cooking fake and unrealistic is a serious blow to the Duchess's public image. But could this be more than just a professional disagreement? Could there be a deeper reason behind Ramsay's heated comments? When you take a closer look at the situation, it seems that there's more at play here than just Ramsay's disapproval of Meghan's cooking. Some have suggested that Ramsay might feel threatened by Meghan's move into the culinary space. After all, Meghan Markle is no stranger to making waves in whatever industry she touches. Her podcast, Archetypes, became a massive success, and her ventures with Netflix have only solidified her influence in the media world. Could Ramsay, who has long been the king of the culinary TV world, be worried about another major player stepping into his territory? On the other hand, some critics argue that Ramsay's comments aren't necessarily rooted in jealousy or competition. Instead, they could be a strategic move to position himself as the undisputed authority in the kitchen. Ramsay has always made it clear that he values authenticity and skill in cooking, and perhaps he simply couldn't resist calling out what he perceived as an inauthentic portrayal of the craft. After all, Ramsay's entire career has been built on his reputation as an expert in the kitchen, and he's not likely to let anyone, even a former actress turned media mogul, tarnish that without speaking up. But as the drama continues to unfold, there's a growing sense of suspense surrounding this feud. Was Ramsay's criticism of Meghan simply a professional critique? Or is there something more personal at play here? Could it be that Ramsay knows something the public doesn't know about Meghan's true culinary skills? Maybe he's protecting a secret about her cooking, one that could unravel everything we've been led to believe about her kitchen expertise. The media is certainly speculating. Some articles suggest that Ramsay's comments could be linked to Meghan's rise to prominence in the media world. Ever since she and Harry stepped down from royal duties, Meghan has made waves in nearly every endeavour she's undertaken. From her public statements to her foray into television, Meghan has shown time and again that she's not afraid to push boundaries. But what if Ramsay's critique is actually a form of control? What if he's subtly reminding Meghan that the culinary world, like the rest of the entertainment industry, is his domain, and she's an outsider trying to break in? The drama doesn't stop with Ramsay's words. Meghan's team, no strangers to media scrutiny, quickly responded, defending her cooking show and insisting that the recipes were designed with accessibility in mind. But that defense hasn't done much to quell the rising tide of criticism. Social media users are now wondering if Meghan's show was more about self-promotion than actual cooking. Is this just another attempt to reinvent her image in the public eye? Or is there something deeper going on? Only time will tell. And don't forget the press articles that are lighting up the media. Several articles, including one from the New York Times, have delved into the details of Ramsay's comments and Meghan's attempts to salvage her cooking image. The story has been picked up by major outlets, adding fuel to the fire and making the story even juicier. As the feud continues to heat up, the public is left wondering, will Meghan respond to Ramsay's criticisms? Will she defend her culinary skills, or will she retreat from the kitchen altogether? And more importantly, could this drama escalate even further? So here's the question we want you to ponder. Is Gordon Ramsay justified in his harsh critique of Meghan Markle's cooking show? Or is he just trying to keep his reign over the culinary world unchallenged? Could Meghan have misstepped in her attempts to break into the cooking space? Or is this all just one big publicity stunt? We want to know your thoughts. Drop your comments below and let's get the conversation started. And remember, if you don't want to miss any of the latest gossip, celebrity drama, and juicy details, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more. You won't want to miss what's coming next.